All right. Wow. It's working.
Cool. So can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't even know how it's working. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I don't know. Yo.
How does this sound?
Hey, microphone boys.
Does it sound better in your headphones?
Oops. I'm just gonna mute it. Can one of you? Do you guys hear me?
You did, but you dropped out a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now you can hear me fine?
Go ahead and talk more. We'll let you know.
Speaking, testing.
Yeah.
You can hear me. Can one of you guys share? I think it's like a thing with my Wi-Fi. I cannot fucking copy URLs. Actually, never mind. I figured it out.
The gain on yours might be a little loud. Does it sound a little crackly to you, Brendan?
A little bit, but I think
I don't know. I don't really know how to fix that. Is that?
I think I don't know.
Yeah, you also might be just talking very close to the mic.
It's not that. It's just everything is fucked up. Is this better? Worse? Is it better? Worse? Is there any change happening?
No.
No, it sounds fine. How does my microphone sound? Is it coming from the microphone?
Yours sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
The only reason that I noticed the difference in sound is because of the difference between yours and Mike's mic. Otherwise, I would have just been like Mike's mic is the normal sound. All right. How does this sound? Should I make this louder, softer?
Sounds fine.
Now I can hear. It's fine. Okay.
You're just gonna do the same house? You should do a different house every time.
All right.
Like a different wealthy house.
Fuck.
All right. So we got that. We're on regular. It says it's live on YouTube. I guess we can just bullshit until Brendan just got kicked off.
No, I'm still here. I was just trying to see if my volume can go louder.
Okay. All right, let me check if anybody.
That's way better.
All right, so it's showing live. 0 watching. Sounds about right.
Does the live get saved?
I don't know. I think it does, yeah, and you can like download it, but I'm going to just record it straight from Zoom. So it has like all of the good shit, all of the good quality as opposed to like, any streaming issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got a bunch of questions though.
Yeah, we got so many questions.
Yeah.
I have no weed and no booze.
What are you doing?
I feel like I'm in rehab. Rehab.
I forgot that this is a public stream and anybody, because I was just about to say some behind the scenes nonsense.
Oh, really?
That I'm glad I kept to myself.
Now I want to know.
Well, yeah, it directly affects you.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe not say it on the live.
Yeah. Queen. All right, we got that. Let me make sure. Are you jabberjawing?
What's jabberjawing?
You're doing coke jaw?
Coke jaw. What if I just did coke?
Feeney, are you frozen or
he's just trying
just not moving?
That's the house. That's the house, dude.
What about this one? This one's not bad.
That one's not bad if you stay on that side, but I like the other one better. The other one's like a house in the Hamptons. No, not that one. The other one. Yeah, dude. That's a great
that. First
one.
of all, that's not a house in the Hamptons. That's a permanent estate on Long Island.
It's actually in Quebec.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Quebec.
All right.
So are we?
That sounds cool.
What are we doing? Are we just sharing the link at 8? And
Yeah.
then-
Well, no, I already shared it. So let me. I just want
On
to make
Twitter?
sure. I shared it on. Should I share it on Twitter? I feel like it should just be live for our patrons, and then we post for everybody else like later
Oh, you shared it on the Patreon.
on the
yeah,
Patreon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right. Might as well.
Yeah.
It's frustrating that even our page rounds down the number of patrons as opposed to like the real number. It's fucking annoying. Like on the web, when you look it up on the app, it says it gives you the correct number, which is the 45, but then it says 41 on the page. That's a really annoying element.
At least they're always rounding up in their guesstimate.
But they aren't.
Yeah.
All right, let's record. Ready? And via here. Oh my goodness! Despite technical ineptitude and just general frustrations, we did it. This is our first live episode of What's a Scenario. Boys, I'm Mike Cannon. With me, as always, my two co-hosts, one in Shantyville, USA, and the other living the large life.
I almost didn't know what Shantyville meant. I was like, I thought you were complimenting Feeney. I was like, oh, Shantyville. That sounds nice.
Brendan, you need to read a history book bad.
Yeah,
dude.
What were those called? Those what were those
Shanty
the shanties? But who was that? That was Truman.
You're thinking of
Hoover.
Hooverville. Yeah, it was Hoover
Hoover.
because it was Hoovervilles.
Hooverville.
Yeah. Oh, those are awesome. Those are,
dude.
they look like that town in Bad
Whoops.
Boys 2 that they just built to destroy going down that mountain.
You know what's funny about that? I haven't seen Bad Boys 2 in forever, and I don't know what you're talking about.
I
but
haven't seen Bad Boys 2.
Oh, that's silly. You should. It's great.
I know. I haven't
might.
seen it in forever, but the rhythm of you doing a movie reference makes me laugh, even if I've never even seen it.
That's true. Maybe that's what it is, because I truly, after all of these years of doing the podcast, he's like, that's like this episode of this when this happens. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I know it's going to be very similar to what we're talking about. And that's a funny thing.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
another funny thing.
my comedy and frame of references is for one person and one person only, and it's me.
Yeah.
There should be a Twitter for like your shows where they like a Mike Cannon reference Twitter where like when you reference a movie or something, they'll share like a screenshot of it.
Like
let's
video.
yeah, we should do that, but also probably focus on getting people to listen to the show first.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is other people should do it.
Also,
I'm
I'm Mike
go ahead,
Feeney,
Feeney.
by the way. I'm
Yes.
Mike Feeney, and that's Brendan Sagalow. Brendan?
And the pale circus bear below us, that is Brendan. Say Joao.
Well, to you, I'm at your left.
Well,
so.
Mike, no, to me, Sagalow, you're on the bottom of us. Mike and I are on the same level, and then
We're
You're
on
at the bottom of us, right?
well,
Right, Mike?
and then
Brendan, it's just how you're.
Can we high five?
Did I get-
No, you gotta do the other.
No, you'd
Oh,
have to
the-
down. You'd have to up five us.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
It's like a friend hierarchy Brady Bunch. What a depressing moment for all of us. This is very exciting though. I'm super pumped that we got this off the ground. Like we said, we're going to start doing these live episodes for the duration of quarantine, or at the very least for the end of this month, as we work out the technical difficulties we've been having and see if a live function is even worth paying for. Like we
Speaking
said,
of-
this is.
Speaking
Yes.
of, really quick, about technical difficulties, I want to compliment for a second Brendan, who has a new microphone now. He's actually plugged in. He's not talking on his old iPhone headphones. It sounds
Mhm.
better, you know?
Thank you.
It sounds good. I want
Thank
to
you very
compliment
much.
Mike on finding somehow to make like a fast food Jack in the Box style voice come out of that microphone and make it sound like
The mic I'm currently using.
it's like a
Is
it's
it
just-
different than usual?
Yeah. Brendan, am I
you-
insane?
It's a little
It's
grainy,
Gravelly?
but
It's like
I
it
don't
just
think it's
sounds like
anything
it's,
that's, like,
the gain is
something to
too
worry
high
about.
or the volume is. Like
I mean, you know what? Sometimes when you spend the day Googling how to fucking connect Zoom to YouTube Live on a brand new account, and you have to call up a bunch of other producers from other podcasts to walk you through it, and they have no goddamn clue either. Sometimes your voice is going to sound a little fucked up.
it actually sounds better now.
All right, good.
Yeah, you know what sounds
I
better with that?
I don't
a little
believe that.
violin.
Brendan, your fucking chubby fingers couldn't play a bassoon. I don't know.
They'd have
I
to play
wanted
the
to say
little drum.
I wanted to say a big violin, and I forgot the word for cello, so I said bassoon instead. But either way, regardless, this is a live episode of What's the Scenario. It's going out to our patrons live right now. It's being posted later for the public to see, used as an advertisement for people to try, maybe see what our Patreon is all about and sign up. Like we said, the show is all about scenarios. It's about hypotheticals. It's about what ifs, and we pose. It's all escapist fun. We pose each other all these different questions, and we just basically riff and run with it. And we're three best buds that like to trash each other. So if that sounds like a good time for you, hopefully you sign up. This week we don't typically work in themes, but for all these live episodes, we've been trying to work as a theme just to shake it up and make something different. And these are a little shortened episodes, but you'll get a good taste because we typically run long anyway because we want to escape from our lives at home.
I would also say nobody's doing what we're doing.
No,
and I'm being serious. This is sincere. I don't think anybody's doing this idea.
What idea?
The idea that we have for the show and what we're doing with it, how we're going live with specific ones. Nobody's doing what we're doing. So
I mean, if you really narrow it down, you're right. Nobody is doing exactly what we're doing. But I mean, there are
really want to narrow
quite
it down. Two Mikes and a Brendan are not doing a podcast. You want to get as specific as possible.
I guarantee there is a podcast with 2 Mikes and a Brendan somewhere.
For sure.
If there's probably 30 of them.
There's probably several shows with 2 Mikes and a Brendan, some of which Brendan and Mike get along better than the other Mike, and then this one is just 2 Mikes ganged up on a Brendan.
Yeah.
Why is it
I knew it was
going
to hurt his
all
feelings
the time.
First of all, you don't, because the only reason you try to gang up on me, you little fucking farfignugan, is because you understand that there are no physical ramifications for your behavior. You are a classic woman right now in the sense that you can say whatever you want without a knuckle meeting your cheek.
What'd you say?
You've never.
I have. I'll go up there right now and gang up in your face.
Yeah, I know you would, because you clearly don't care about spreading corona to everybody. So this theme is movies. We got a bunch of we got a bunch of questions from our patrons, some would you rathers, some hypotheticals, all that stuff. Shall we get to it, boys?
Sure. We shall.
All right. So from our man Troyer, who is a top tier patron, he is the biggest erect penis of them all. His first question: if you could choose a movie scene to be randomly projected into the sky during the 1920s, which scene would you choose? So say life in the 1920s, right? Zero technology. There are no computers. The television hasn't even been introduced at the World's Fair yet. What do you just blast up at the sky as if it's the Hunger Games? Do you give them something hopeful, maybe something to feel good about where society is heading, or do you just fucking, put some horror show up there and have everybody just freak out? I'd put like the end scene of Minority Report.
Yeah.
I would say like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse would blow their fucking minds to pieces.
Yeah, they'd be like, a black lead?
Yeah. They let him in movies now? They're in the pictures?
That must be a mistake. Clearly the color doesn't transfer from the future.
I would do that last scene from The Departed, where the scene right from when he meets him on the roof and he's like, shut the fuck up, so everybody's like watching it, and then everybody dies. That'd be cool.
But here is his idea. Can I give you his ideas, which are pretty good because it'll give us kind of a parameter to play with. So he initially thought of a big sci-fi movie, like any sci-fi movie. Just the technology alone would make these people feel like they were on, they were fucking on Rumspringa. They're seeing a light show for the first time. But then he thought that the gay scene from Wet Hot American Summer would blow their minds more.
Oh yeah.
How about this? How about you take like Schindler's List or one of those and then play it to them because it's 1920. They're gonna be like,
Yo,
what's happening?
wait, this is in 12 years.
I got a quick question about the trains. I heard something about trains.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you could do to them is show them something that's happening in their immediate future,
Yeah.
and they will do nothing about it.
And you know why that's even the worst? Hitler was already like 11 probably in 1920.
Oh,
So, like, he was already like,
he was 11. What was he, 21 when he started taking over Germany? No, he's like already well within political power. He's failed out of
21.
art.
he was
on
young.
spring break
When
when
did
he
he
did
die?
it.
Like 40?
I picture Hitler to be 65 when he took his own life,
Oh,
but
no way.
took his own life and then took a schooner down to Argentina.
Should I ask Google when he died?
What? How old? No, that's exactly what Feeney is doing right now.
He was born in 1989 and he died in 1945. Math, go.
Okay. Wait, when was he born?
1989 to 1945.
1889.
Oh, so he was like-
1889
He was 64.
to 1945.
Yeah, he was 64.
Wow, that gives that Beatles
Or
song.
no, 54. I don't know. I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm panicking.
I have to shut my window. I can hear like
Yeah, now that Brendan has a functioning microphone, he's worried about what it's going to pick up.
54? He was 54.
54. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he back then 54. You know, that's the good old days 54, where you wore each and every one of those years on your face.
yeah.
Well, especially when you're killing 6 million people, I'm sure there's a lot of
Yeah,
stress.
but I think that probably livened him up a bit. I bet all the stress came from World War I, where Germany took it in the tailpipe, and then afterwards they just blamed it all on the Jews.
Yeah,
I bet
and
Hitler
inflation.
had like
He's like, look at my face. He's so fucked up.
I bet Hitler
That was
had
a
like
terrible
a
accent.
last season of Breaking Bad speech to his wife where he's like, I did it because I was good at it. I did it because
yeah.
I am the one who knocks.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I do not knock. I said to the people, they knock.
This isn't over until I say it's over.
Do you know how you wait for the door to open and you are knocking so delicately? Not me. I pound. I pound on the door. I'm the knocker. All right. Let's go
Always
to the
comes
next
back to
one.
Hitler.
It's gotta. I mean, he's responsible for all of the goodness. So we got Michael. And he actually, this guy retracted his statement and said, like, he immediately panicked and said, this is a bad question. What
I saw
unspoken
that.
connection did you guys just have?
What are you talking about?
Because I noticed you laughing.
I
Did
watched
I
you
freeze?
lose confidence again.
No, you
We
didn't.
We had
I'm
a small connection. When you
I
said,
know.
when
I
you
don't
said the
like-
Hitler thing. We were like, ooh, no.
Oh, cool. So you guys are just like turning your back on your own comedy because now it's available to the masses, you fucking cowards.
No, you said everything fun comes back to Hitler or something.
Right, which
crazy.
was a clear joke and not a thing
Obviously,
that a
it's a
human
joke.
being on
We
earth
did a
would
joke
take
to each
seriously.
other.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
all a
like
joke.
when it's, but that's not fun group
That's a
stuff.
joke.
That's like you
No,
guys.
that's
No.
that's our Jim and Pam moment to the camera. Let us have that.
No, I don't like it. All right, so
Getting ganged up on
Michael-
doesn't feel so good, does it?
It's not being ganged up
It
on.
wasn't even
It's
ganged
being
up. We
No,
just shared,
you
we
guys
shared
just-
a moment.
Yeah, that's what bothered me more. It wasn't the fact that you teamed up, it's that you had an intimate connection.
Our friendship bonded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
We
it's not
grew.
something I enjoy. Yeah, well, I'd like to grow with you. So Michael says, in a Saw-like scenario, who do you think would be the best at it? / who do you think could survive the trials?
Well, I think a Saw thing is going to involve two things very importantly. It's going to have to involve, decisive, emotionless decision making, and it's also going to have to do with pain threshold. So it's
Right.
got to be it's the whoever of us has the best mixture of both of those things.
Well, do you have a high pain threshold, Feeney?
I think I have a pain threshold where I can tolerate it a lot, but I think I have a high threshold for pain, but I will let everybody know that I'm currently in pain. You know, like as long as
Yeah, yeah.
everybody knows that I'm dealing with a tremendous amount of pain, but putting up with it, then I'm like okay with it.
It's also
Yeah.
not fair because Feeney's the guy who put us in the cages. So
Right.
Feeney's
Yeah.
obviously
So
the one
me-
that comes out on that little
The
tricycle.
tricycle?
If you win.
With his fucking gangly knees up by his chin.
Strong knees, good knees.
You passed.
See, so here's where it gets crazy. So I don't know what either of your thresholds. Well, I do know Sagalo has 0 threshold for
it has
pain
to be
because
the
anytime,
lowest.
yeah, anytime that I would grab or punch him, he would have a panic attack, even if it was just light, fun, fun zany punches.
Light fun punching.
However, I do think that if Brendan was like starving on an animal level, like where he needs to eat something to survive and get through whatever trial and tribulation he's been stuck in, I think he wins. Like if he has to gnaw off his foot, he's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
and also if you think about, let's say they bury a key in his stomach or something, that's a lot.
That's a
There's
lot
a
of
lot
digging.
more to work with there that like won't hurt as bad as us. It'll just be
That's-
like
it's a-
piercing
well, it
through
would
the
hurt.
muscle.
It would hurt. And there'd be a lot of digging. There'd be a lot more,
A lot more what?
digging. Like if
Digging.
you swallowed a key, they could probably get it within the first couple of knife scoops. But
Right.
for me, they're gonna be
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brendan would
the
be.
rubber
That's
chicken's
like
gonna come
It will
out.
become a bit of a game.
it would be like Mary Poppins' bag, just like a fucking
Yeah,
arm war.
a big hole. Ooh,
Just-
ah.
Yeah, but I mean, clearly, I think Feeney has the genetic makeup to get through that stuff, and he'll be deeply scarred afterwards. But obviously, he'll never show it, and it'll only come out on his friends and loved ones.
One time I got lost in Astoria, like before I lived there. I was doing an Airbnb there. Don't ask why, but I was doing an Airbnb there. I don't know.
I love how both me and Feeney agreed not to, and you were waiting on a
Yeah,
why.
there you go. You had your little moment together. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I like
see
it.
how
again.
fun it is.
It's great.
And I got lost because I forgot where the Airbnb was, and my phone was dead. And I was like, that was the closest I came to a Saw scenario. I was panicking, dude. I could not. I was out there for like an hour. Like, where do I go? What do I do? I didn't recognize
Yeah.
anything. It was so scary.
I locked myself out of my apartment in Elmhurst, Queens, like my 3rd night living there. And it was right after I ordered Chinese food. I was like, like right when you first move into your first place. I think I was 23. Yeah, it was 2008. I was 23. It was my first apartment ever. I'm living in Queens. I'm feeling like an adult. I ordered Chinese food by myself. I'm like really like toasting my new adulthood. And of course, I lock myself out of my apartment immediately. And I'm just in the stairwell with like $40 worth of Chinese food. And I was just like, I just started crying. I just like couldn't handle everything that was happening. I was like, I'm an adult. I have Chinese food. I have no key. I'm not ready for this. And like, as I'm crying, one of my fucking roommates that I hadn't met yet walked up to the door and saw me there and was like, "Oh, you having trouble going in?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He fucking
You want a spring
like,
roll?
he unlocked it.
Wow.
Oh, it was very embarrassing.
I was picturing you like gonna like sit with your back against the door, like in Pursuit of Happiness style, while you're eating it.
I mean, that's more or less what it was. We do have some people in the chat that says, "Can you have Brendan do some more spelling? Colors should be simple enough to stump him again."
Okay,
Color?
let's
Brendan,
do that. I'll
yeah,
pull up some.
Colors or
I-
color?
colors.
Okay.
Brendan, can you spell magenta?
Magenta. Magenta.
That a boy.
All
Wow,
right.
that was
Can
good.
you- Can you please spell indigo?
IND. This is where it gets complicated. INDIGO.
Hey!
Oh, wow, you
really
it's
pulled that
like
one out.
Yeah, it's the moment that Hooked on Phonics just clicked for you.
I almost said INDAGO.
I know you were about to complicate a very simple thing.
I know.
How do you spell
Um,
Cyan?
Cyan?
Cyan.
Cyan?
Yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, that color is cyan.
Origin of geography?
I mean, come on,
It's a
man.
color. It's a color.
Cyan?
Yeah.
Cyan.
S-
Yeah, it's blue. It's a blue. It's a type of blue.
Okay. S. Shit. S-I.
Okay.
A-N-E.
Cool.
Cyan.
Okay. Well, 3 out of 5 of those letters are incorrect.
What? Is it
Yeah,
S-Y?
No.
Nope.
Is S. There's S, though. S
No,
is, right?
there isn't.
No.
C?
Yeah.
Yeah.
C-Y-I-A-N-E?
No.
What word did that become?
Cayenne?
Cyan?
Cayenne?
Close.
That is. Do you want to give it one more go or?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, are you spelling it again?
How do you spell it?
C-Y-A-N, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
somebody said.
That's
Somebody
how
said.
easy that was.
Somebody said chartreuse.
Well, that's crazy.
That one I don't think I would have. I think I'd land there, but this is probably a difficult one.
I'm
going
gonna
to
try it anyway. I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
try
it
it.
anyway. But if I fuck it
Chartreuse.
up, I don't feel too bad. Chartreuse.
It's a pale green or yellow.
I'd like to try it too, but I'm not gonna do it
Chartreuse. S-C-H-A-R-T-R-U-S-E. Chartreuse.
Truse.
Yeah.
No, all of that was wrong.
I'm gonna try it.
I knew it from letter 1, but it was
Yeah, me
fun to
too.
say the last 3.
C-H
Yes.
A-R. You said S.
You said SCH.
S-C-H.
Brendan, see, this is a clear. Hold on, this is a clear insight into Brendan. Is he has so little confidence in himself that he like complicates things that don't need to be complicated because he doesn't believe his own brain could have the simple enough answer.
I would disagree with you. I don't think I don't have confidence in myself. I think I'm just more real and more present in the moment.
Brendan, I
So
just listened to your episode of Joe List's podcast where the overall theme was how little confidence you have in yourself.
Well, we had a
Gotcha.
good talk, me and Joe.
It was good. It was a good episode.
Can I try and spell this thing now? I
Yes,
wrote
absolutely.
C-H-A-R-T-R-U-C-E?
No.
S-E?
No,
don't even
the end is where it gets real it gets real
Chartreuse?
stupid. Yeah, so it's CHARTREUSE.
Oh, no. Yeah, I would have never. I would have said
Yeah.
U-E-S-E too instead of that. Brendan, spell orchid.
Okay, but this is gonna be the last one because this fucking bit is drying up. O-R.
Like your fucking knuckles.
Actually, my knuckles have been pretty good. O-R-C.
Hang on, real quick. Do you want to know how disconcerting that is that your knuckles have been good? Because 1, you have eczema, so they shouldn't be good. 2,
No.
you should be washing your hands so much that your knuckles are fucking beef jerky level splintering off of your body. Like I have pretty moist hands all year round, and my knuckles are your knuckles right now.
No, my knuckles have been good because I put like eczema cream on it and I take it. And also eczema goes in and out. You don't know shit about eczema, but I still.
Yeah, but you
try it.
should be, even if you have regular skin, you should be washing them enough where your knuckles are dry and
I washed them all.
flaky.
I just took a shower.
So
Orchid. O-R-C-A-D-E. Orchid.
Man. No, buddy.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. All right. So
What is it?
forget it. I
spell
can't
it.
even.
You spell it.
ORCHID.
Orchid.
Oh.
Yeah. My wife works in flowers anyway. I would be, you should hit me over the head with a hammer if I get that wrong. All right. Next question. the scenario. So this is from Jamie Pennycuck, our boy from Scotland, who has just reemerged. Yeah, who's just reemerged after what felt like an 18-month reprieve in what I assume is a mental institution. But he is back. He's unblocked on Twitter, and boy, is he in our lives just as much. So he says, the scenario you are making a movie about your life. Who do you cast as you? Can't be yourself. And also, who would you cast as your co-hosts?
Oh,
there are more questions. There's more questions, and we can get to those. But these are the interesting ones. Is the scenario you're making a movie about your life? Who do you cast as you? So we've talked about this in terms of like what actor reminds us of ourselves. But if you but let's talk about like, so Feeney, don't use Mulaney. Sagalo, don't use the fat kid from fucking Sandlot. Like, use somebody who is currently acting and has like and could carry a movie.
I like that, Mike. You could have said the kid from Sandlot, but
you could also have said like Jack Black or something.
No,
like,
even you could have just.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Jack Black.
That's a good answer.
Either
did you mention that as last time?
Jesse Plemons, I think. Would make
we did this. This is the same conversation we had last time.
Yeah. If it were me, Jack Black, I think.
Jack
or like
Black.
Seth
okay.
Rogen.
Okay, I could see Seth Rogen for sure. Yeah, who would direct it?
Apatow.
Oh, it's gonna be long.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good one. You're gonna feel a lot of feelings.
Scorsese.
It's gonna be about a spelling bee.
You had Scorsese.
It's Brendan against 14 Indian kids, and he's panicking the entire movie. And then the last 50 minutes that's completely unnecessary is Brendan falling in love with the woman who's pitching the words to spell.
No, that part's 35 minutes. Yeah. No,
okay, so Brendan says Apatow and fucking Seth Rogen in just a classic boring
Apatow
answer.
When Scorsese is right there on the table.
Why are you yelling at me?
I can't imagine a world in which you would pick. All of your favorite movies are by Scorsese.
Cannon is yelling at me.
Who's yelling?
There's little pinches in every sentence.
So those aren't yells; those are snipes.
Why are you sniping me, bro?
Because I've had a very stressful day.
Come here.
Thank you.
Come here, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have had a very stressful day, as a matter of fact, but everything's good now. I feel better.
Okay.
Yeah. This show brings us joy.
It does. But also, my sister gave birth. She was fucking. Labored for. I know, dude. She labored for 36 hours at home and then had to go to the hospital. It's like the craziest story ever. I can't even get into it on the show. I'll
talk about
tell
it
you
tomorrow
guys.
in Irish Goodbye.
Yeah, we absolutely will, because it's all I got.
Dude, I swear to God, earlier today, Erica goes, when is Jessica supposed to give birth? And I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, I feel like it's like she's become like Bonnie from Family Guy, where I was like, yeah, she's been pregnant for like 11 years. It feels like it's like I remember her getting pregnant so long ago, and I was like, oh yeah, she's just pregnant forever. And then all of a sudden, that's crazy. So she was in labor at that point.
She was in labor at that point yesterday on her birthday. I was telling Brendan that, like, because we had one of the chats before you didn't sign on, Feeney. So I was telling him she was actively laboring on the same day. My sister's birthday was April 12th, and my mother's birthday was April 12th. So 3 separate women were in labor on April 12th, giving birth to women.
That's amazing, though.
Crazy.
Congrats.
In my family.
Healthy?
Healthy, yeah.
Great.
Everything worked out. It was fucking frightening, the entire build-up, but everything's good. So that's that.
And if I were to cast you guys in my movie, Feeney would probably be like, who's that guy? Just sticking with like, I guess the Apatow theme. Who's Jay Baruchel? Is that his name?
Yeah, Jay Baruchel.
Who is he in movies?
He's the guy in he's the one with the mohawk and the Canadian leaf tattooed on his tit. And he's also in what's the Hitler movie? Weirdly enough, that comes back around. What movie was that?
What movie is
he's
that?
in? He's in This Is the End, but he was also in $1 Million Baby. He's in She's Out of My League.
She's Out of My League.
I love that movie.
What's
by the
his
way.
name?
Yeah, he's Jay Baruchel.
Oh, that
B-A-R.
guy. Oh yeah. I know that guy.
For Cannon, I would cast Sean William Scott.
Oh, Stifler.
Yeah, dude, that's
Dude,
pretty good.
That's here's the thing. I love that you said that because
Oh.
his body is unreal.
Did you see the
He's got a
Goon?
perfect jawline. No,
That
I want to
movie,
see
The
it
Goon
though.
is so good.
He's in that.
Yeah, he's like the main guy.
Oh, nice. He's funny, man. I read some article that he got apparently just booted out of Hollywood for some shit, but I like Sean William Scott.
It's gonna come out that he like raped Olivia Munn or something.
Oh my god.
And we're like, he just got booted out for some
No,
shit.
but no, the thing I think the reason is because he played characters that are now considered to be like date rapey problematic dudes. So it's not
Yeah.
even him personally, it's like who Stifler embodied. And it's like, oh, what a fucking dumbass reason for this guy to
so
not be
stupid.
working right
He was
now.
really great in Always Sunny though. Was it a lark?
He was great in that.
yeah.
He's good in The Rundown. I like The Rundown. That's
He was good
one
in
of
The
The Rock's
Rundown.
first good movies. Yeah.
He's good in a
Um,
lot of shit, Sean William Scott. Dude, where's my car?
I mean, that's not one of them. that's not one of the quality projects that he's put out there, but yeah. I think because you know Feeney's a handsome guy, but you handsome up in every movie to play him. I think Ashton Kutcher could play Feeney.
Wow. Wow, that feels great.
Yeah, I mean he's not a good actor or funny, but like he could play you.
He's kind of funny.
But he's got a good jawline.
He's genius.
He's got a great jawline.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a real genius. It's like his fucking body ate his twin brother's intelligence as they were
Yeah, but
in
like
utero.
years later.
He has like a 10-year mission to fucking stop all like child like
Trafficking.
childhood. What is it? Yeah, trafficking. Yeah,
Trafficking, yeah.
He's like they're only whatever it is 2 years into it, and they've already made like insane strides. It's like he's just he's kind
Yeah.
of like he's like an actor, an underwear model turned actor turned fucking bad movie star turned into Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But,
And by far
but like generous.
probably
Yeah.
the funniest character on that 70s show too.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
that line
yeah.
where they're on a double date. It's like Kelso and Jackie, and then Foreman and whatever her name is,
Donna.
and then and Donna's like, I'm cold, and Foreman puts his jacket on her, and then Jackie goes, Kelso, I'm cold, and he goes, well, I can't change the weather, Jackie. Damn.
Somebody had a good one. And they said
Wait, I haven't
Timothy
answered yet. I haven't answered
They
this.
said Timothy Chalamet for you, Feeney.
Yeah, I was.
Or
That was going to be
Bender-
one of the things that
Benderman
I said
Cumberbatch.
actually.
Somebody
Yeah.
said Pete Davidson would play me. I guess right now with bleached hair, either him or Anne Heche.
I would say, yeah, you get NH. I would also say this guy. I've already told. Oh no, you can't see it because of my
That's crazy.
mansion. But
Who is that?
This guy. Come on, it won't. It just won't focus. That's wild.
No.
No,
I mean, no, you can't see anything. Now I
That
see
guy.
just
Oh, yeah.
eyebrows.
that guy.
Oh,
who
for
wears
me?
eyeliner From Lost.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's he's the police chief in Dark Knight,
Batman.
right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I would
Or like
pick,
who's that dude, Ty Burrell or something?
Ty
from-
Burrell.
Modern
Mhm.
Family.
Modern Family.
He's
But
a
I
dude.
would say Jonah Hill for Brendan.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then because you've worked with Scorsese already, obviously. So, but,
Somebody said Brendan is realistic. Why would Scorsese direct his spelling bee movie?
It's like narrated by me. Like I, ever since I could remember, I wanted to spell bees.
yeah.
You're like
could never-
B33Z.
I could
Can you
never
use it in a
spell
sentence, rat
cash.
fuck?
Well, it doesn't work when we're all talking over each other, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Sorry.
Steamroll. That's not even the sound they make. That was a tugboat.
So, Feeney, go ahead. Continue your casting.
I think that was it. Yeah, I would have Scorsese direct, I guess. You know?
Scorsese direct.
So-
I would. Here's the thing. I would want the most dramatic / action-packed father-son battle movie. So I'd get Christopher Nolan. All the music would be like, it would just be like face-to-face battles with me and my dad. They'd have to dig up Philip Seymour Hoffman to play my father.
Yeah, or Nick Nolte.
Oh my God, that's
There you go.
exactly who would play my dad. Nick Nolte or John Voight's character in Anaconda.
Now that's a
Mateo!
reference I get.
Mateo! It's that guy. If that guy, like not John Voight, but if John Voight's
That
character
character
in
in
Anaconda was my real dad, I'd be the happiest little boy on earth.
He was a
He's
wild
like,
one.
it's maybe like 10 of the strongest, worst acting decisions in cinematic history.
That's all. That I mean, that's a talent too.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, he went hard in the paint. You got to almost appreciate the fact that he was just like, all right, I'm fucking doing this for 90 minutes straight.
And who would play you?
Like I said, I mean, I guess, yeah, Nick Nolte and Pete Davidson in cannon fodder.
Oh, that's great.
And it's spelled like father. Cannon fodder.
Cannon father.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't mind being played by Shia LaBeouf if he would.
Oh,
if
that'd
he
be.
would take
Oh, you
on
know
the
what? I
role.
bet I used to say. People said when I was younger that I looked like him a little bit. Like we have a similar doofy face, I guess. Maybe the kind of touch of fetal alcohol syndrome eyes. But so yeah, maybe a LaBeouf could play me as well.
Or like Nick
all right,
Swartzen
so
could play.
yeah, somebody wrote that on my. But I've cut out the booze too much. Like he's facially like not the same person he once was. It's kind of a weird thing to say. Like you go to the comic strip and you see his old headshot and he's so fucking handsome. You completely understand why he got Montreal in 6 months, why he got a Comedy Central half hour in 14 months, why he Nick Swartzen. He literally got Montreal Just for Laughs within 6 months of starting comedy. And the way he got a half hour special on Comedy Central was he literally audio taped, like, so not even visual, audio taped the jokes that he was gonna do, and then also was like, he'd say the joke and be like, big laugh. Like it wasn't even in front of a crowd. He did it in his living room, submitted it to Comedy Central. They just looked at him and were like, yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He was 22.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's had a charmed career, and not to say he's not deserving. He's fucking hilarious. But all right, so let's go with another one. There's more for that. Like, what would the intro song of the movie be, and who would direct the movie? We talked about that. What would your intro song be, or like the theme to your movie?
If it's Scorsese, I don't have a choice. It's got to be Rolling Stones. But
Right.
can you hear me knocking? I'll do Paint It Black. Down, 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 down.
Yeah,
Nice.
if mine was Apatow. It has to be this like Modest Mouse kind of bullshit, or whatever.
Ding 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 ding.
Christopher Nolan, yeah, mine would just be like,
Yeah. It would be thundered claps.
Yeah.
There's no music. It's just my dad groaning. All right, so I think we have an hour limit on YouTube Live, so we have like 10 more minutes, but I'll get to as many of these as humanly possible. So Troyer asks again, which movie makes you cry on command? For him, it's the end of Logan when he holds his daughter's hand while he dies, protecting her, and the entirety of The Blind Side.
Well, spoiler alert on Logan.
You didn't know? Weirdly enough, though, everybody told me that before I saw Logan, and I saw Logan by myself in a fragile state, and I'm a huge crier, but I saw that on the road, and I was like, oh yeah, I get why this is sad, but I'm just not. I don't think I'm invested.
He's an alien person. You know what I mean? It's like it's
he's a
different.
mutant man.
Yeah.
Any like Pixar movie makes me cry.
Yeah.
Or like tear up a little bit.
Yeah, Up's pretty
I mean,
sad.
for me, I think it's very clear. Lion King, instant tear. Nicole and I went and saw the live action, computer graphic, whatever the fuck you call it. We went and saw that. Brendan, stop trying to make eye contact with Feeney because you noticed something
I'm looking
about
at
me.
you. I'm looking at you.
I didn't like that.
Notice something
Oh
about
man,
Yeah.
we're trained. This is like a trained dog, dude. We gotta
I
stop.
know.
We gotta stop doing that, Feeney. Because I was
Now I'm looking
just
for
looking
it,
at you.
and
I
it's
was
disrupting
listening.
the flow of the show.
And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't even aware of what was going on.
Yeah,
But I
was
mean,
just listening to you.
it's also easy for me to cry. So I would say Lion King for sure, Rudy for sure. Like without a doubt, I've seen that movie 150 times and I cried every single time. Any movie where there's like an it's just like a triumph. Any triumphant story where like somebody beat the odds and they did, and it worked out for everyone, I am hysterically crying because I know that's just not in the cards.
You know what would make me cry? The Cannon father, the Mike Cannon story. that would be a tearjerker the whole way through.
Fuck. I'm trying to think of the last movie that like caught me.
Oh, somebody said maybe Tom Hardy would play me. That's pretty nice. And then somebody said Robert Downey Jr. I'll take both of those. Fuck yeah.
Robert Downey.
That's really great.
Him and I are very fast talking.
Yeah.
Percussive voices.
Okay, well, I gotta tell you something. All right. That's how he talks.
Is that Bill Maher?
I don't know. I have no idea.
New rule. I'm Iron Man. That's Brendan's Robert Downey
Okay,
Jr. impression.
sweetheart. New rule.
New rule. If it's from China, we can call it the China virus.
I saw that video too.
Yeah. I really couldn't have been less offended by anything in my life.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah,
All that. I don't care.
Yeah. Let's by all means let's argue the language of something that is ravaging the world.
Yeah.
Like you fucking idiots.
Go ahead. Fuck. What was the question again?
What
movie makes you cry immediately?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of the most recent movie there was one that I definitely saw recently where I'm like, oh shit, that was like, it brings a tear to your eye. Oh, you know what it might have been? Oh, Peanut Butter Falcon. That one caught me. That gave.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like bawling or anything, but that was that one hit. That's a triumph movie.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't seen that, but I assume that's a crier.
And also like watching like Honey Boy makes you like sad cry. You're just like, Jesus. You just kind of like the level
Shia LaBeouf movie makes Feeney cry.
I love Shia LaBeouf. He's just
movie Fury.
I watched 2 movies with him last year that both moved me, and it was great.
Dude, did you
Stevens movie?
Did you watch season 1 of Project Greenlight and lose your shit?
I'm so excited that he's around. That he's not like completely mental anymore.
Yeah, well, that's kind of up in the air. But so all right, 2 more really quick. Michael Edelman asks, what movie death scene would you choose for yourself? That's a good one.
Wow. There's so many. There's so many deaths.
What about the movie? What about the end of Dunkirk, where you're Tom Hardy's like fucking gonna like crash the plane, but he's gonna kill a bunch of fucking Nazis?
But but he didn't die. He landed, and then he was captured. So he was just a POW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is literally the worst case scenario. You get captured and then you maybe die in a few months in a fucking prison.
A few years could be.
Yeah, a few years. Brutal.
I don't know. I don't know. What would you guys do?
I like the idea of taking obviously taking a lot of people out with you. That's gotta be part of it. So
you just want to be on the end of United 93? That would be your ending of a movie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with World Trade Center. Muhammad Atta.
I want to be the passenger in 13B and Flight United 93.
Just an inconsequential person that does nothing to fight for their own life.
Yeah, someone that just goes, hey.
And then closes their eyes like, this is it.
Yeah.
I think I would choose Iron Man's death at the end of Endgame when he goes, I'm Iron Man, and then explodes. But I would say my name.
That is pretty cool.
I'm Brendan Sagalow.
I mean, I think the best.
O-R-C-I. I'm trying to spell.
I like, Thelma and Louise is obviously a really great one. I would love to hold hands with my best friend and fucking ride off a cliff.
That part of that movie that you never see is right after they go, it like freezes. And then it's like, if it just played the next 3 seconds, you'd be like, yeah, all right, get off me. Holy shit. Like you'd immediately turn on each other and panic. Someone would try to crawl out of the car. It would be,
yeah.
That's the funny is if they don't die immediately, like one of them rolls out with their ankle on fire and they're like tamping their leg. The other one took 100% of the impact. All right, let's go. Last one. So, which Tom Hanks character? Well, last two. Which Tom Hanks character would you want to be quarantined with? Jimmy Dolan.
Wait, which one wouldn't you want to be with?
No, would you want to be with? I would want to be with Jimmy Dolan from A League of Their Own and get absolutely shithoused on some
he's a nightmare,
old whiskey. Yeah, but he sounds like he would have great stories. He drank. He loved people that drank with him. So it would be a fun hang if you were just like, all right, I guess we're both going to destroy our livers.
You know how I know you'd hate it? Because he'll never let you talk. He's not a listener.
He would
and
sleep.
That would eventually, what?
He'd fall asleep and let me talk.
That's not letting you talk if he falls asleep.
I don't need people to be active participants. I just need them to let me go.
But he won't until he's asleep, and apparently the guy can't drink. You got to say the guy from Castaway would at least be appreciative and grateful.
Used to it.
Yeah,
and used to it. He's just flicking the lights on and off constantly, though, and you're like, dude, sit the fuck down.
These are baby carrots. You know, you'd be impressed with everything you have. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and also, it'd be fine if like it was the guy from Philadelphia, and then you're just basically quarantining solo after a week.
Yeah, but then you have to say goodbye to a friend.
Is he a friend or is he just a withering away guy?
Oh, no.
I would do I would do Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah.
I'd sit him up. I'd like cut his head off and shit. Like
I'm
put it
going-
on a spider.
I'm going with the guy from Saving Private Ryan because he can drink and he's got stories, but he's also
That's
quiet,
true.
so he'll let us talk.
No,
Or the
I'm
guy
going with
from-
that movie. The guy that lives in the airport.
Oh, the terminal? Yeah. I'm from Cracovia, yes?
Oh,
Yes,
get the fuck out of here.
That
What an
movie-
absolute dude. That is a heat check of all heat checks. That's like somebody who's hit 5 threes in a row and pulls up from 40 on a fast break. That is exactly what that movie was for Tom Hanks. He's like, I can do no wrong. And then America was like, we don't think so.
I gotta tell you, it's actually a pretty him in it. He's very funny and good at it. Catherine Zeta-Jones was terribly cast, and it should have never been like the attractive eye candy of it. You know, she was like, I'm
What?
playing a stressed out 50-year-old. You're like, oh, fun.
Oh yeah. That's like Cameron Diaz being in fucking Gangs in New York, and you're like, in what genetic world are you Irish?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly.
Like you are a hot Latina. You have zero Irish in you whatsoever. All right,
Or-
last one. Because
Okay.
go ahead, Sagala.
I was gonna say, or him in Catch Me If You Can, playing the detective, and I would
Oh,
try to
Hanratty.
hide and seek
Hanratty.
with that guy and see
Yeah.
if he can catch me.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
All right. So
That's my
which
favorite.
this is from that was from Jessica Scott, by the way. Thank you, Jessica, for submitting the question. Sarah Hagen Miller, another longtime Patreon. I think that's like a week and a half. Sarah Hagen Miller, which female cartoon character are you guys most attracted to? I mean, I think the hackneyed answer, and probably what we all are thinking, is Jessica Rabbit, right?
Yeah, she's hot.
Oh, I was
Yeah, she's
picturing,
she's like
I
a
was picturing,
drawn
like,
Jessica
modern.
Biel.
Let's go modern era.
Okay, I don't
Probably
know
the chick from
modern.
Frozen, the younger sister.
Elsa,
The younger sister.
she was like 12 though.
I know. All right, the older one. I don't know. I don't know how old they
Yeah.
are.
All right, Phil. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Angelica from Rugrats.
Yeah. Helga Pataki.
Maggie Simpson.
Maybe Marge or Lois. They have smoking hot pods.
Oh,
Lois with that voice.
And every time I'm on Pornhub and I see like the side is like a flash ad of Marge just getting deep dicked by like the comic book guy, I'm like, oh hell yeah.
comic book guy.
Or you see like Quagmire like holding up Lois's leg, and then Marge is in the background rubbing one out, and you're like, why?
Yeah.
Why are they crossing over?
Why can't this be everywhere?
This is the show.
This is the show. Guys, that was the show. Thank you so much for tuning in to our little taste of What's a Scenario pod. Like we have new episodes out every single Wednesday. It is a Patreon exclusive podcast. So both Feeney and I do Irish Goodbye podcast. That's out for free every single Monday.
Yes.
Brendan is one half of Garbage Days. That is out for free every single Tuesday. Then if you want to join and support, What's the Scenario Patreon? It's Scenario Pod on Patreon. Check us out. We have different tiers for different kind of content. We are pouring it out. We're doing one episode every Wednesday. We're doing a bonus every Friday, and we're doing a live episode every Monday. And we're posting a bunch of other content. We're doing old stand-up stuff. We're taking suggestions. Anything that you guys want to see, we are completely open to catering our show to you and whatever you want to see and any suggestions. So we're with it, man. We're ready to
Hell
go.
yeah.
Thank you, guys. We love you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate the questions. If we didn't get to you this week, we'll get to you next week. Promise. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm ending.
Great.